Respected concerned teachers, Sir Zishan Ahmed Sheikh Sahab, my class fellows and the viewers, Assalamu alaikum. This is Naimatullah Khoso from Department English Language and Literature, University of Sindh, Campus Larkana. I am here to present my presentation uh, for the final exam. Here I am going to share the slides. Once again, my name is Naimatullah Khoso, roll number 2K19 LENG 25. The topics which I am going to present are types of listening, intensive listening mixed techniques, speaking skills, and speaking skills required in a meeting. Subject English, subject language skills, listening skills, and speaking skills. Concerned agent Sir Zishan Ahmed Sheikh Sahab, class BS English 2K19, part 2, Department English Language and Literature. The topic 1, types of listening: discriminative listening, comprehensive listening, informational listening, and the critical listening. Before I present these types of the listening, I would like to elaborate what is the listening and what is the listening skills are. Listening any to make an effort to hear something. For example, we hear anything, the sounds is listening, but the listening is effective listening means ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in communication process. For example, if I do listening, I wouldn't get anything maybe, but the listening skills, if I give ear to any topic, any message, I would get it. Descriptive listening, the first type of listening. To make difference or differentiate childhood listening and the adult listening. Basically, childhood listening is based on the practice. What he hears on, he does practice on that. And adult listening is based on the ability development. For example, in the morning when I go to university, I say I'm going to university. My Baba says, okay, beta, good luck, take care. But my little bro, the younger bro, says, asks my mother again and again that day, what did he say? Then my mama will repeat his sentences again and again that your brother is going to university. The second one, comprehensive listening. When we listen and try to understand the topic or message is comprehension. Means it is the comprehension. When we listen, there is a comprehension process, uh, and that is called the comprehensive listening. Third one, informational listening. When we listen, try to understand and get it completely is called informational listening. For example, in a class, a teacher delivers his lecture, we listen, we first comprehend it. The process we listen is called comprehension, and after the comprehension, we get it completely. The message or topic is called the informational listening. And fourth one, critical listening. Critical listening usually involves some sort of problem solving decision making. And critical listening is a much more active behavior than the informational listening. In informational listening, we get the topic or message completely, but in critical listening, we get it completely and we think deeply. And if we have to make understand the other, then we should make and we must have the critical listening. And the second topic one is listening and the mixed techniques. There are five types of these pictureless listening with language, pictureless listening with music, pictureless listening with sound effect, picture or speech, and fifth one subtitles. The my favorite one. Pictureless listening with language, the teacher or the trainer covers the screen and the students are must listen to a dialogue and have to yes. For example, in a classroom, there is a formal setting or another. The teacher comes in the class and he plays a laptop or the screen and he covers the screen and he asks the students, "What is this? What is that kind of language?" The students will guess, "What is that? What is happening?" That's called the pictureless listening with the language, means with the dialogues. And he will guess and give the answer. The pictureless listening with music, wherein exact has a prominent music track, the students can listen to it and say what kind of scene they think is accompanied and where it is taking place. For example, with music, there is playing any kind of clip, any kind of song or not or the loha. The students will listen carefully. The trainees, the listener will listen it very carefully. He will guess that either it's noha, it's not, it's music, and if it is any kind of song, so where it taking place and what is happening in that scene. Pictureless listening with sound effect. In this, teacher other trainer plays a screen and covers the screen and asks the students that okay, what kind of sound effect these are. If there is gunshot sound, student will definitely say gunshot sound. If there is bomb blast sound, the students will also will definitely say that okay, bomb blast. If there is a punch sound, that they will absolutely tell that hero is punching the villain. etc. The fourth one, picture or speech. Students trainees are divided into two teams. So the team one faces the screen and the team two faces the away the screen. T1 has to tell what's going on T2 and what's going on to T2. Means here are the students, the learners, the trainees. There is spelling and a screen. Team one is team one is facing the screen and T2 faces away the screen. And there is between means two teams and the students. The team which faces the screen will ask the T2 which are facing away the screen that okay, what is going on this you have to tell the then T1 think that what's going on, what's happening, where it taking place, and if he has ever watched or listened, they will definitely say that this is going in place it is taking place. The fifth one and the last and my favorite one, students trainees can watch a film with subtitles, or we can make them watch it with the sound turned off. I usually watch movies of other languages in English subtitles because uh, vintage movies are the 1970s, 80s movies which are not dubbed in Urdu or English of Turks or Chinese. These are a very this subtitles listening is technique is very helpful. For example, there is kind of sounds and there is playing the movie of Mr. Bean, Johnny English. The Johnny English says the word mistakes is not one that appears in my dictionary. Means if there is a sound turned off, we can understand the message, we can understand the sense, we can understand the whole the movies, what's going on, what the Mr. Bean is saying that there is no mistake word in his dictionary. The third one topic is speaking skills. Interactive, partially interactive, and the non-interactive. Before I elaborate these three topics, I would like to elaborate the speaking. What is the speaking and what are the speaking skills? Speaking is a simply act of making sounds, any kind of sounds, are conserved or and anyone are expresses thoughts in spoken language. The speaking skills is the ability to communicate in an effective way. For example, if I speak, the listener will get bored. If I speak effectively, if I communicate effectively, he will give ear in on my dialogues, on my communication, and he will can get a lot. The first type, interactive. Interactive means the interaction from two sides. The face-to-face conversation and the phone calls. In interactive face-to-face conversation and phone calls, we can stop and ask the questions and give the answers. Means there is a fully interaction between the two sides. The second one is partially interactive, giving speech to a live audience on a TV. Audience doesn't interrupt the speech. Means in this type of kind, we can say the one-side interaction. For example, Imran Khan, the PM Imran Khan gives a speech to live speech to audience to the public of Pakistan. There, that kind is partially interactive because there is one type, uh, one-way interaction, and we can't interrupt the speech, and we can't ask the question between the while the he is speaking because there is one way interaction. Non-interactive, third one, recording a speech for a video broadcast or radio broadcast. Means there is a recorded audio or a speech for the radio broadcast. Means there is no interaction from any side, not from any political, not from any singer because when he sings songs are not from the any program, and also the public cannot interrupt and ask the questions in this. The fourth one is speaking skills required in a meeting. Talk to the entire group Reach out and encourage the feedback. That mirror the tenure of the meeting. Fourth, don't be the time hog. Talk to the entire group. When we speaking in a group, moves your eyes around, talk to the anyone who is listening to what you have to say. When responding to a question, address the entire group, not just the person who asked the question. For example, if you are in a business meeting, if a board member asks a question, then you should have to interact with all the board members, because you haven't to give attention to one but all, because that is the rule of group meeting, that you have to convince all entire the group, not the one who asked the question. Reach out and encourage feedback. Actively encourage comment and feedback based on what you have to contribute. Means what you are going to try to say, what are you want to say, and what is the purpose of meeting. You have to encourage the members, and you give the feedback, you take feedback from them. And third one, mirror the tenor of the meeting. One effective way to achieve that is to establish a consistency in communication. When we have you have to mirror the tenure of the meeting by the consistency in your communication. For example, you say some kind of sentences and you go silent, and again you go for your process and you go silent. That would not be fair for the group meeting. You have to keep consistency in your dialogue, in your communication process, what you are trying to say. The fourth one, don't be a time hog. Be true. Don't take too much time to get your message across. You lose others' attention. Means if you take a lot or too much time, you will lose the attention of the members, of the listeners, of the audience. Because if you take too much time, they will get, of course, they will get bored, and they will not listen proper, or they will not get the message. And these were the my present topics, presentation topics which I have presented. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.